Hello everyone. In this video, we are going to see how to install IBM WebSphere application server network deployment. We will also create the deployment manager. To start with, let us search, download, and install IBM Installation Manager.
Click on the link Installation Manager and Packaging Utility Download. It takes to the IBM support website. Click on the Installation Manager and select the specific Installation Manager package that you will need. It should depend upon the OS version. I have selected IBM Installation Manager for Linux on x86. You will need to log into the IBM support site with your pre-registered username and password. Once you are successfully logged in, you will see the link to download the Installation Manager agent. Download this installation agent on your desktop or to the server where you are going to install the IBM WebSphere application server. We are going to use a CentOS virtual machine for our installation. So if you look at the etc Red Hat release file, you'll see the version of the OS. Also, let's use the browser to find out the link for the WebSphere application server packages that we need to specify within the installation manager. So select the WebSphere application server repository links and select the network deployment file link. We may also need to use the IBM HTTP server link also later. The next screen shows the installation manager file which was unzipped on the virtual machine and extracted, and we are going to start the installation. We are going to install IBM Installation Manager. So the files are copied to /im2. The Installation Manager flash screen appears, followed by the Installation Manager window. Click on Install. Once the Installation Manager installs, click on Restart Installation Manager. So the Installation Manager launches, and then go to the file preferences. Here we have to specify the repositories. I have removed the repository which was previously configured. I'm going to add new repository. Let me search for the packages from the IBM website and copy it and pasting to the repository. So this is a network repository, so we have to specify the username and password. Also click on save password and click OK. We don't need a master password, so uncheck that and click OK. Now the credentials are verified with the IBM website, and you'll see the repository listed there. We can do the connection test by clicking on the test connections, and it shows that the connection is successful. Click on OK. To start the installation, click on Install button. The list of packages to be installed is displayed there. Select both IBM WebSphere application server network deployment as well as IBM JDK and click Next. So the files are retrieved from the IBM website. It will take some amount of time. Accept the terms in the license agreement and click Next. Make sure there is enough space available for the shared resources directory and click Next. Again, check the options and click Next. Select the language package as English and click Next. To the version of the deployment and now you see a summary of what is going to be installed and which directories, and the install button is not grayed out. So click on install so that the installation of WebSphere application server network deployment starts and continues. So the installation completes and displays the packages that have been installed. We want to use the profile manager tool to create a profile. So select that option and click on finish. This will start the WebSphere customization toolbox where we can create the profiles. Click on create in the profile management tool and select application server as the type and click next. Select typical profile creation and next. We have to specify a username and password for login to the WebSphere admin console. Click next and look at the summary of the profile to be created and then click on the create button. This will create the profile. So the profile is created now. Click on launch first steps and click finish. So the first steps is launched now. Click on installation verification and you get a window which shows the installation verification output. Once we go to the bottom of the messages, we see that the installation is complete. Now let's launch the administrative console. We need to specify the username and password that we defined previously. The browser will show the security risk because this is a self-signed certificate. So click on Advanced and select Accept the risk and continue. Enter the username and password that was defined earlier. And click Login. So this opens the WebSphere admin console. Go to servers and select server types. Click on WebSphere application servers. Then you will see the application servers that was created with the profile management tool that server one. We can also look at the other menu options given in the left hand side and look for various options there. To log out of the console, click on the logout button. To exit the first steps window, click on the exit button and also close the uh, profile management tool. Now you can exit from the installation manager also. So that completes our WebSphere application server installation. You can look for the processes running due to the application server profile that we created. So you can see the Java process running there. So to summarize, we have installed the WebSphere application server network deployment with the profile. Now we are going to see how to create the deployment manager. The network deployment environment consists of the cell, deployment manager, nodes, and application servers. A cell is a logical grouping of nodes in a WebSphere environment. It represents a management domain and consists of one deployment manager and one or more nodes. The deployment manager is responsible for managing the configuration and deployment of applications across the entire cell. A node is a logical grouping of application servers. A single node agent process manages each node. Multiple nodes can exist on a single machine through profiles. An application server is where applications are deployed and executed. It handles the runtime execution of applications, manages resources, and provides services such as security, transaction management, and connection pooling. A cluster is a group of application servers working together to provide load balancing and failover capabilities. It allows for scalability and high availability of applications. A profile is a configuration repository that contains settings specific to a WebSphere application server instance. The administrative console is a web-based graphical user interface for managing and configuring the WebSphere environment. It allows administrators to perform various administrative tasks. Now, let us create the deployment manager. We are going to create a deployment manager profile and start the deployment manager from the command line using the manage profiles command. First, let's list the available profile templates. There are around 6 templates available. Among this, we'll use the DMGR profile template to create the deployment manager profile. I'll use the manage profiles command for this purpose. Wait for the command to complete. You'll see a message that the profile creation was completed successfully. There you go. So it says the profile creation was successful. Now let's take a look at the details of this profile from this file about this profile. So that shows the details of the profile name, the node name, the cell name, host, as well as the important ports corresponding to this profile. Now let's go to the profiles bin directory. Let's start the deployment manager, the command line. You need to give the command start manager. So the deployment manager has started now. Now let's check the processes and see whether the deployment manager process is running. There you go, we found the process. Now let's try to stop the deployment manager and then restart it. Now we don't see the DMGR process anymore. Let's start it again. Using the browser, let's log into the IBM Web Console. As the global security is not enabled, we can use any user name to log into the WebSphere Integrated Solutions console. When you check security and global security on the menu bar, you will see that the administrative security is not enabled. Let's try to enable security using the local operating system user. Save the setting. It will not take effect until we create the operating system user and restart the deployment manager. So let's create the user in the operating system and set a password for that and retry. Now let's re-enable global security and administrative security. Now you won't see any error message. It gives the option to save. We still need to restart the deployment manager so that the global security and administrative security will take effect. When you refresh the admin console now, it will ask for the username and password. So we'll enter the username and password as we defined on the local operating system and login. So when you look at the security setting now, the administrative security is enabled.